So every single trip to Japan is special. It's one of my favorite places in the entire world for so many reasons I wouldn't have time to name. This trip was extra special because I got to see so many places that I only thought I would dream of seeing, like one day, like being able to, see Mount Fuji, not from an airplane or not just from the bullet train going to Osaka, like to actually stand at the base of Fuji and look up at it, and then also to climb part of it. It's really special, and I think also what goes into amazing memories and trips is the people that you are with and the people that you meet along the way. So made some really good friends and made some really special relationships on this trip, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life. Thankfully, we drove half the way up because I'm not sure I'm in good enough fitness shape. But that was one of the coolest, probably my single most unique experience in Japan. I mean, to go to a part of Mount Fuji where you're looking out and down and you just see an ocean of clouds. The only time I've seen something like that is on an airplane, again, like being 30,000 feet up in the sky. So to be on a mountain that you've looked at from far away so often, to actually be there and to feel the energy, and it really takes your breath away. And two ways, it takes your breath away because you're tired of hiking, and also because of the sheer beauty and what Mount Fuji means to not only the Japanese people culturally and, spiritually, but to the world. I mean, everyone around the world knows, loves, and respects Mount Fuji. So to be able to have that experience with it was just one of a kind. I think life, in the year that it is, 2024, everything is so fast and everything is so heavy all the time that to be able to take a few days and to breathe in such a spiritual place and a natural place, and the only sound you hear is like the wind or the birds, and the only thing you're seeing is clouds. Like for a brief second, you can just kind of be in touch with who you are, what you're feeling, and then of course you take that and then you put that in the music, you put that into your art, you put that into your life. So it was very special to be away, because we forget how beautiful things can be when you just slow down and when you just take a second to take a deep breath, because that's when inspiration comes, not when you're just waking up every day and it's just hurry up, it's stress, it's all of these hardships. So I think seeing the festival in Fujinomiya was a super unique experience, because Tokyo, Osaka, amazing cities, but you do see tourists. I mean, there are people from all around the world who love Japan, who come to go to Shibuya Crossing, who go to Shinjuku. There were almost no tourists at this festival. Like, this was going to a small town and seeing the Autumn Harvest Festival that they've been putting on for generations and generations and generations, and it was just so awesome to see the joy in everyone, from the age of little 3-year-olds running around dancing to the music to people that look like probably were in their 80s, who've done this their whole life. So that was really cool to do something, multiple things on this trip, but to do something specifically like that in Japan. We're like, wow, they've been doing this for so long, and these shrines that they have on wheels that they do these musical battles have also been passed down generation to generation, and they've had these things for years, and the craftsmanship, everything was just, you don't get to see that if you stay in one city in Japan. It's very special to the region, and I'll hold that with me forever too. Yeah, as the first performance, of course, I was definitely nervous, and it was crazy being back in the city and all of this super serenity, peaceful vibe. And then to come in here, and these songs are kind of rock and roll, some of them. And I think that, life is hills and valleys, and life is, there's just there's a spectrum in life, right? It's all different colors, and it was really cool to go get get that energy from nature to come back and then like let some out, and to be able to like put some energy back out in the universe, because you get so much, and it's like a battery. You like save it up, and then you're in here and you're like, oh, I get to like for a second, and then you come back down. And I think that's like what life's all about, is it's kind of the ups and downs and the different feelings, and when you take energy in, it's nice to give it back sometimes. It was super fun. This room is awesome. The HOUSE Studio guys are amazing dudes. I had a blast. I was nervous the first 2 songs, then I feel like a few songs into it, I really got into a groove. I'm like, oh shit, I remember how to do this. It's been years since I've done a performance like this, so it's super exciting. And I got to do it with my best friend, which in life, it's one thing to experience something, it's another thing to be able to experience that with, your best friend. So that also made it special. And yeah, I love this room. I love how everything sounds in this room. They've got my favorite movie, Batman Returns, on the wall to my right. And yeah, it's incredible.